Salakia. So I'm gonna play the video again.
Confound them next time they try to use that to be disrespectful to y'all. Peace.
Here we are with another video. This time it'll be entitled "How to Confound Hebrew Israelites."
In the background,
and it's a response. It comes from this guy named Valley Made Taz or Taz. Valley Made Taz.
You can watch the rest of the video. I watched it before, but yeah, man. Little do this guy know it's a whole bunch of hate that's about to come upon the planet Earth. It's called Judgment Day. But you worrying about how the message is being delivered. And the Lord put the spirit upon us to do this, man. All right. Let's get that in Hosea 6:5. I'm going to read it in the AMP. Hosea 6:5. Therefore, I have hewed them in pieces by the words of the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. My judgments pronounced upon them by the prophets are like the light that shineth forth obvious to all. All right. Hey, thinking of that precept. Basically searching out the spirit of man and woman. Being condemned, being confounded. And that's ultimately our heritage, pursuing the Isaiah 54 and verse 16 on down to 17. And I'm thinking of Hebrews. I'm going to close out in a few. It's Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Lord is living and active and full of power, making it operative, energizing, and effective. It is sharper than any two-edged sword, penetrating as far as the division of the soul and spirit, the completeness of a person, and both joints and marrow, the deepest parts of our nature, exposing and judging the very thoughts and the intentions of the heart, which goes into your mind, man. At the end of the day, that's how the powerful, that's how you know the the Lord is slicing and dicing you motherfuckers, man. That's the word of the Lord. That's how it's supposed to be. Truth hurts. Rebukes hurt, man. I'm thinking of 2 Timothy 4:2 when it said, endure, be instant, in season and out of season, endure sound doctrine, reprove, rebuke with all long suffering, man. This is our duties. This is our job to correct individuals, tear them down, but also build them up. All right. Certain individuals, like I say, don't know how to build back up. They do more tearing down than anything. But at the end of the day, you as a man, me personally, I'm thinking you as a individual, a man yourself, you should not need individuals. Even though rebuke is necessary, it is needed, and it is biblical, but you shouldn't really need men to tell you and to show you how to maneuver, how to, get around, how to do this and do that. You got to put two and two together. Hey, the scriptures say, work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling. How much more in everyday life? All right, and first and foremost, I'm speaking for myself. But that's also for the other Akim that's involved in this truth. All right, you can't be emotional no matter what, because you're going to end up like the fallouts, castaways, so on and so forth. You're going to end up like them, and that's not the way to be. All right, so I'm gonna close out right here. Lord, will I do a part 2, but I'm gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Till next time, I say Shalom.